Ladies and gentlemen, Matt from Track vs. Track here, and it's such a beautiful day outside, enjoying this fall weather. Thought I would rank the tracks off of one of my favorite albums of all time, Queen, A Night at the Opera. Now, I have many copies of this album on vinyl and CD. I even had it on cassette tape at one point. But because, it's the fall and you never want to test the elements, I brought out my water damaged copy in case it happened to get dirty or whatever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my least favorite track, and then at the end we'll find out what my top 3 favorites are and my number 1 overall. Now when Jacob and I do these ranking of the track videos, we have been actually just starting with track 1 and going all the way down and then saying what order it is. But since I'm doing this very impromptu, I'm actually just going to kind of start to eliminate my least favorites in that order. Okay, so looks like on this particular album we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs on side 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs on side 2. So this particular copy, I know there are probably others with bonus tracks and stuff. This looks like we're dealing with 12 tracks here. So I will start with my least favorite. I should say I like pretty much every song on this album. So, whatever ends up towards the bottom doesn't mean I think it's a bad song. It's just that's where it falls in my ranking. So for number 12, my least favorite song, I'm going to have to say God Save the Queen. It's the last track, instrumental. Nice way to close off the album. Very fitting for, a Queen album, but, nothing really to write home about. It's, as we Americans would call it, My Country 'Tis of Thee. Of course, it's the very famous anthem of the United Kingdom. So before I do number 11, today's Track vs. Track is sponsored by Pulpit Rock out of Decorah, Iowa. This is their flagship IPA, Saftig. And I'm going to lubricate the golden pipes here, so 1 second, folks. That's a damn fine beer. Alrighty, let's move on to number 11. My 11th, my 11th, it's everything now is going to be really good, so it's a great song. But my second to least favorite song on this album, I would have to say, boy, this is tough. A lot of good songs to choose from here. I'm going to say Sweet Lady. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, but that'd probably be my least favorite of the vocal tracks. All right, number 10. I'm going to go with... I'll go with Good Company, Brian May's song. It's one of 3 kind of vaudevillian song and dance band songs. It's probably my least favorite, so Good Company is my number 10. My number 9, I'm going to go with... I'm in Love with My Car. It's crazy to think that was considered to be the initial single off this album. Had, the management got in their way, but it's a good song. It's just not one that I would say is top tier. So that's my number 9, I believe. Is that what the counting is? Yeah, number 9. My number 8, I'm going to go with Seaside Rendezvous, another one of those kind of, vaudevillian songs. It's a Freddie Mercury tune. Fun little ditty, but, not one of the better songs on the album. All right, number 7, I'm going to go with 39. Yeah, great Brian May song. Can't fault it. Nice little acoustic number, but that's where that lands, number 7. All right, number 6. We're at the halfway point here, and we're dealing with now just absolute fantastic songs. Number 6, I'm going to give it to Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. Fun transitional piece, but that's probably the highest I could rank one of those little vaudevillian numbers, and that would be the last of the 3 that I was referring to. So number 6, Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. All right, top 5. Number 5, we're going to go with... I'm going to go with Bohemian Rhapsody. and that may sound sacrilegious or contrarian, uh, and it's probably the wrong answer. However, that's a song that I'm just way burnt out on. It should probably be number one, and so you can tell me how stupid I am in the comments below, but I'm going to put that as number 5. Once again, we do track versus track. We make the hard decisions so you don't have to. And it's all about where I am right now with my personal enjoyment of the album and the songs. So right now I'd put that at 5. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even play it. I would just skip it. All right, number 4. Number 4. Oh boy. Love all of these songs, and they're all very close. I could switch these around. But number 4, I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with the Prophet song. I'd say a lot of people would call that, the second epic on this album, and I love it. And it's bombastic, it's progressive, it's psychedelic. The production on it is second to none. But you got to be in the right mood for it. And right now I'm not feeling like that would be my favorite. But you could ask me at a different time, and that might be my number 1. So Prophet song is number 4. Number 3, we're going to go with You're My Best Friend. Just feel-good pop. Great electric piano. Great call and response. And the production, the harmonies. Oh my, it's fantastic. So we've got 2 left. My number 2, Death on Two Legs, the opener. Probably the hardest, heaviest song on the album, and an absolute classic. Freddie's voice on that is, inspiring, but not as inspiring as my number 1. And my number 1 is Love of My Life. It's classical. It's classical music with the most perfect vocal performance caught on tape. And it's my number 1. All right, so let's run these down again. Let's see if I can remember what I had. For number 12, I had God Save the Queen. Number 11, Sweet Lady. Number 10, Good Company. Number 9, we had I'm in Love with My Car. Number 8, Seaside Rendezvous. Number 7, number 39, 6, Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. 5, Bohemian Rhapsody. 4, Prophet Song. 3, You're My Best Friend. 2, Death on Two Legs. And number 1, Love of My Life. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you haven't already subscribed to Track vs. Track, well, subscribe and like, and hit that little notification bell to get notifications if you want notifications. If you don't want notifications, don't hit the notification bell. And comment below with your ranking of the songs off of A Night at the Opera. All right, we'll see you next time on another edition of Track vs. Track. Have yourself a pleasant evening.